Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
Dragon's Crown is a game I normally wouldn't care for. It's very light on a story. It's a brawler, basically a 2D side scroller where you keep killing the same enemies over and over again to get to the next part of the stage. And these type of games usually don't really draw me in. So why is it that I found myself actually enjoying this title? Let's find out. First off, the story is basically gathering these talismans to take down this mighty dragon. You'll travel to different worlds and get small cutscenes between them to get the gist of the story. However, this game isn't made in mind for a story. The gameplay is a brawler. Think, if you never played one before, kind of like Castle Crashers or Golden Axe, something like that, where you go through waves of creatures to progress to the next area. In this title, you can click with the right stick to unlock chests and also find hidden treasures as well. Of course, it has both online and offline co-op. It's a lot more fun to wreck shit with a bunch of friends than alone. So, let's cover what's good, what's bad, and what's nasty ugly.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
First off, and this is the strongest thing the game has going for it, is the art design. If you played the previous work of the developer, you'll know that it's this beautiful, lush, wonderful world to explore. Yes, that includes women having boob size that are just not possible, and they're like these fucking mountains on them. Regardless though, the creatures, the movements, the effects, just everything all looks amazing. Really, it stands out in today's more realistic looking games. The pacing is quick. There's plenty to do and to unlock, so it never really slows down. This could be a negative to the story though if you're looking for that, but if you're looking for pure gameplay, you're gonna enjoy this title. Just go straight in and whoop ass with the power of swords, magic, bows, and so on.
The red dragon has awoken from its slumber.
Unlockables are plenty in this game. After you beat the 9 stages, you do them again but take a different path, which leads you to a brand new and much harder boss battle. In that battle, you'll definitely need some help, and that's where the online comes in. After beating the first 9 stages, you'll also unlock the online option. So why can't you do that before? Because it's kind of like a tutorial, and you could probably beat the campaign with the AI, and it'll take you about 3 to 4 hours. The second time though, you're definitely going to need some help, and that's where the drop in drop out co-op comes into this title, and it's perfect. Quick and swift combat makes it fun and easy to get into. Like I said, I've never been into brawlers, but I got into this pretty easily. Anyone could pick up this game and really do some damage, but if you really want to take time to master it, it's going to take you a little bit of memorizing strategies or making your own strategies with each and every class character that you pick. The bad are basically this. The 4-player co-op can be a bit chaotic, let's be honest. Lots of shit is happening on screen and you might lose yourself if you have a lot of the same class in your party. I also didn't love the fact that we gotta share the loot and people just be stealing my motherfucking food. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. The other bad is that you are basically in it for like a single run and not multiple runs. This isn't for you, because I beat this in 8 hours on a single run, doing a bit more than half the side quests and just relatively playing pretty smoothly. I died a couple of times, but you can resurrect. If you were into multiple runs and lots of unlockables, this game definitely for you, especially if you want to play with each and every character. It's easily a 30+ hour game, no problem. So if you're into it, great. If you're not, this could be a negative if you just want a single run type game. The only ugly is the right stick. It's used to unlock stuff like treasure and hidden things, but it just doesn't work well with the flow of the controls. I believe it was basically we had to use this button type of thing because on the Vita, you'll touch the screen to unlock stuff and it works so much better and smoother. Of course, with the Vita, you have to deal with the slowdown, so there's negatives on both. But easily, you could look past it, but it just interrupts the flow of the battle. especially when you want to use the rune feature, which is tapping the different symbols on the wall and it'll knock out like all the enemies. It's really cool, but in the midst of the battle, when you have to use the right stick to actually summon it and there's everything's happening, it just doesn't flow well. Definitely could have been a better way of using it.
Waits for no man that ain't got time to shake your head. Get that side check, put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
It's definitely a unique title just for the base of the art alone. I loved Moromashi, whatever you call it. I gave it a very high score when it came out. I also liked Odin Sphere, just not as much. This game is definitely a title worth checking out. Nonetheless, if you buy it, at least rent it. I'm going to give it a buy when cheaper for fans of brawlers, but maybe not deep into it. I'm going to give it a must buy for big brawler fans. If you love Golden Axe and those old, Streets of Rage and all that, this game is for you, and you should pick it up, like now. If you are into, a good variety of different games, definitely check it out when it's cheaper, or at least rent it. If you're not into a game that obviously can get a little bit repetitive, just pass on this game. It's not really for you, though. I still recommend renting it just to play a single playthrough with some friends. Lots of fun. So overall, did I have fun with this game? Yeah. Was it beautiful? Yeah. Was it the perfect game? No. It has some problems, but you know what? Most games do. Does it hold it back from being a game you should try out? No. So go try this baby out. It's definitely worth it, and get your boobs on. I have boobs. They got boobs. It's super fun. The one thing that just drives me crazy, there's this girl in town, and she, again, big boobs, and she's holding a basket. You can't hit this bitch. You can hit everybody else in the town, but you can't hit this bitch. You can knock down this guy, you can knock down this kid, you can't knock down her. You go to hit her, she dodges. No matter what you do, you can go from behind her. That sounds nasty. She'll dodge. It drives me crazy. If someone figures out how to punch this bitch in the face, please tell me. Does anybody actually like the narrative's voice? I wanted to kill him. I wanted to chop his little head off. I just want to kill him. I just want some deadly lips. The big boobs. I see people complain. Why? They're boobies. Boobies are great to look at. I like boobies. Everybody likes boobies. Girls like boobies. Guys like boobies. Doggies like boobies. Kitty cats like boobies. Kitty cats might try to rip them off. But everybody likes boobies. So where's the complaining coming from? I think if you complain about boobies, you need to get boobies in your mouth. Whether you're a girl or a guy, you need to get boobies in your mouth. Because that'll make you happy. That'll make you want boobies. Boobies are great. They're gifts. They're gifts. I don't believe in God, but if he's there, give me the booby gift. I like it. I like my boobies. You like your boobies? Everybody got boobies. Yes. Love boobies.